Amazon where they're doing drastic cutting all back here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but see that high ridge over there where it gets high? 500 years ago, that's where the Battle of Movilla took place. That's where De Soto fought Chief Tuscaloosa. All that high ground right there. It's an 11-acre island. You can see the mound right there. They cut that 2 years ago and they planted it back with planted pines. But they just harvested all this clear cut. This was an old growth cypress forest. And this is just a scrub they left right here behind. This is back in the middle of the American Amazon where they're still doing drastic cutting and cutting down those millennium trees. Trees that had stumps that big. But back in here, you can find old deadhead sinker cypress that have been axe cut from the 1800s. They're back here. We find them on low tide, and then you can come back in on high tide like this and float them out. And old trees like that are very, very valuable. There's only so many of them left on the planet. A local historian, before he died, he was the only people. We're the only people that actually know where this island is. But it was a man-made 11-acre island. Tuscaloosa built it to throw De Soto off. And it's at the beginning of 3 main river trailheads that he would have to take any one of the 3. He'll have to pass through here. So they cut a supply line off. And of all of De Soto's reign, he never came in contact with anybody that put up as much of a fight as Chief Tuscaloosa. And Chief Tuscaloosa stood 9 foot tall, and his son was 9 foot as well. The shortest warrior in their tribe was 7 foot tall, and you can read about that in De Soto's journals. It's very well documented. But they didn't live in teepees like people think. They had highly sophisticated 1,000-man dormitories out here. There's something special about this swamp, and that's why it's called the American Amazon. It holds more secrets. And this is what they left it looking like when they clear cut it. It's depressing seeing it like this now. All right, now let's go have some fun in the boat. Jump some logs and beaver dams. We found pieces of Indian pottery on that hill. That's all a hill right there. That dated back 500 years ago. It's a crane to lift supplies on and off this defunct barge. Come on, Cersei. Come on, girl. What is it? What do you smell? What do you smell? Some type of pumping station too, pumping water up. All right, our mission here is to find the pollution they have out here. Hundreds of acres of toxic waste they're trying to cap off. She's having a hard time walking on it. Good girl. There are millions of gallons of toxic waste that are leaching into our soil daily. Now the levees have grown weaker, as seen on recent news. This is the beginning of the domino effect that soon will set off the catastrophic events in our environment. So, a scary thought is that it's less than half a mile away from 250 to 600 acre lake full of toxic waste. And they pump our water out of it. So, unreal, isn't it? All right, y'all. All these beautiful ponds like this are about to be a thing of the past with the water. You see fish in this, but pretty soon you won't be. when this toxic waste dump and the levees break. They say they're going to take care of it, but they're not. It's too far gone. That's an old pop top beer right there, old Budweiser. You can tell that's an old can when it's like that. 22 hole in it. Old bus, man. Somebody used to live in here. Look at that. Old campsite. Completely full of rat shit. There's nothing even in that drawer. Man, this bus is old. Bullet holes. It's old clothes hanger. You can tell at one time they actually had power in here. They actually had power in this thing at one time. This is before Romex. That shows you how old this is. That's not even Romex. Old porcelain fixtures. Yeah. And the treasure chest. Cool if they had a tag still on it. That's where the tag would have gone. Way out in the middle of nowhere.